Ronnie. I shot this buck in Clinton County. Scored 154 3/8. Shot it on November 4th, 2021. Funny story, actually, when the buck came in, it was about 2:15 in the afternoon. My bow was on the ground. I was just getting up into the saddle, and I had zero faith that I was going to be able to get a shot on it. So I started taking a video on my phone of it walking through and walking away, and then a video pointing down where my bow was on the ground. So it actually got out to about 60 yards, and I was able to pull the bow up, and I think that's what actually made it happen, because I was throwing grunt calls at it and my bow was ruffling the leaves down low, so we thought there was another buck around. But he got out to about 65 yards. I was able to pull it up to the stand, and I grunted at him a few times. He wouldn't come in, wouldn't commit to it. So I just did a snort wheeze with my mouth, actually. It was kind of funny. And that made him puff right up, and he turned around and walked right to the about 25 yards, quartering away. I was in the saddle, so he came around the back, so I had to like tuck underneath and wrap around. So it was a very uncomfortable shot, but it was only about a 25 yard shot. Double lunged him, but the arrow broke off and plugged the holes, so he only ran about 80 yards, but he wasn't bleeding at all. There's just little pin drops. So my heart was sinking. I was not happy. Let him sit for a really long time, about 8 hours actually, before we started looking. And we were just about to give up at the end of the night, and basically tripped over him, walked right over top of him in a brush pile and found him. And yeah, I was pretty surprised when I walked up and found this guy. So I do have trail camera photos of him from about a month before. While I was at work, he walked right by in daylight, so that was kind of depressing, but it was nice to see him and actually be able to get a shot on him.
Private land?
Private land, yep.
So what did he do when he went out? Like as you were climbing and you were trying to get a bow, was he in a field or something?
Nope, so I hunt right in the really thick woods in the swamp, and I just got up. I was setting the saddle up. It was only like my third time using a saddle, so it took me a little bit longer than someone who knows how to do it really well. But he was just coming from one bedding area and making his way to another, and walked right past me.
This all happened pretty fast.
Very quick. Yep. Okay. I got up in this. I was getting up. I got to the tree about 2 o'clock, and I was up in the saddle at 2:15, and that's when he walked by.